Can you guys believe that we were supposed to be getting Beyond the Spider-Verse this week? That's right, the third installment in the Spider-Verse trilogy was originally supposed to come out on March 29th, 2024. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kinda glad they delayed the movie, especially after hearing about the working conditions animators had to deal with while working on Across the Spider-Verse. Hopefully the extra time means that Sony Animation won't have another crunch situation, and the movie will get all of the time and attention it needs to be good. Anyway, I bring up all of this because although we didn't get Beyond the Spider-Verse this week, we got a Spider-Verse short film instead, The Spider Within. It's only 7 minutes long, but I figured I'd give you my 2 cents on it. The short takes place in between the events of Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, and is essentially Miles grappling with the stress and anxiety that comes with being Spider-Man. You know, classic Spider-Man stuff. Stuff that's to be expected. One thing I did not expect to see in this short was Miles' sleep paralysis demon. Sony, I know you're salty about Madam Web, but did you need to retaliate with this? A jump scare hasn't gotten me this bad since I nearly pooped my pants playing Five Nights at Freddy's in 2014.
Was that the bite of 87?
The way this guy moves, or rather barely moves, is really ominous. To make matters worse, he turns into a giant spider. As someone with a mild case of arachnophobia, this scene is my worst nightmare. Actually, being forced to watch Madam Web again is my worst nightmare, but this is a close second. Alright, jokes aside, I found this short to be really compelling. As someone who struggled with anxiety as a teenager, I can confirm that there were days that I felt like this. Times where despite how much I fought, I couldn't make a dent in the metaphorical shadow person spider monster thing. Yeah, let's go with that. My favorite part of The Spider Within is the fact that it doesn't show Miles defeating the fear and anxiety plaguing him. I think a lot of media, movies, and TV shows have a bad habit of depicting mental illness as an obstacle to overcome, when in reality, it's something that a lot of people have to wrestle with their whole lives. I also love the fact that the short ends with Miles asking his dad if he'd be willing to go on a walk with him. His father obviously doesn't know what he's going through, but he agrees without hesitation because he loves his son. It's really heartwarming, and in my opinion, further enhances their relationship. Overall, The Spider Within is an amazing, albeit short film. It's bursting with creativity, the animation is top-notch, looking just as good as the other Spider-Verse projects, and on top of all of that, it packs the same emotional punch we've come to expect from this franchise, even with its limited runtime. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you do so. It's right here on YouTube, and it's free to watch, so I'll put a link to it in the description. Anyway, I want to hear your thoughts on this short film. Did you notice any Easter eggs? Do you want Sony to put out more short films like this one from time to time? Are you excited for Beyond the Spider-Verse? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, while you're at it, consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on any of my future Spider-Man content. Between me and you, I have plans to review a certain trilogy of Spider-Man films released in the 2000s in the near future, so don't miss out. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.